and welcome to my channel Healthy at Home. My name's Elena Long and I'm founder and owner of Ride Personal Training. I've been a personal trainer for 20 years now, and I'd like to share some of my healthy tips and exercises for you to do at home. So in the last program I showed you how to use a foam roller and how to do a simple exercise to stretch out your iliopsoas, which can become tight if you're sat a lot at a computer or you are in a sitting position, even doing cycling and things like that. And so today I'd like to show you how to use the foam roller properly if you're going to be using it as a massage technique. So if you've got any tight knots, any sore points in your muscles, if you've been training really hard or you just feel a bit of tightness in certain areas, whether it be your lower back or your legs, I'm going to show you how to use the foam roller properly, how to use it in a good technique in order to smooth out your muscles, and it also helps them work effectively as well. So it's a good idea to use your foam roller before you exercise as well. So what that does is it helps the muscles become smoother, and therefore when you do your exercises then they work more effectively. So it's a really good tool to use in the morning or before your exercise routine. Then it just helps to smooth out any knots and helps your muscles work more effectively. So what you need is your foam roller. Now I showed you in the last session there's several different sizes. So this is the long version and this is a smaller version here. So with the long version I'm going to show you starting off with the lower leg. So you just place your foam roller on your mat and literally just start moving up and down on your calf muscle here. You can use the other leg just to relieve the pressure a little bit, because if you put your whole body weight onto the foam roller, it can be quite sore if you put too much pressure on. So the key is actually not to put too much pressure and not to go too hard at it. If you feel pain, say you find a sore spot here, what you want to do is pause and allow that pain to subside. So if your pain is, say, if you go on a scale of 1 to 10, if your pain is, say, 8 or 9, you want to hold that pressure point until it subsides to about a 5 or a 6. If we can get it down to a 3 or a 4, even better. So you just hold that sore spot there and just allow that pain to release. So always starting off with your lower leg, and you can do it at all different angles just to get right into the muscle. Okay. And then you can swap legs. Now one of the important things to remember, and this isn't usually mentioned when you're using a foam roller, but you must never really use it on your joints. So never foam roller over your joints, so that being your knee or your hips, because that can then cause inflammation and bruising. So you need to make sure when you foam roller, you always foam roller on the belly of the muscle. Okay, so you can see here, I'm just gently moving up and down, just foam rollering different angles here. Okay, so then we can move up to the hamstrings. Okay, so just moving up here. And obviously one of the tender spots can be your IT band. A lot of people have trouble with their IT bands, particularly runners. They can become butt tight. So your IT band is a band of muscle which runs from your hip down to the outside of your knee. Okay, and some people find this is too tender to foam roll, but if you can, get right onto it. So a good way is to actually bring your leg over, just move back a little bit so you can see. Okay, and then just roll on that IT band. And you can use this leg to relieve the pressure. Okay, because what you don't want is to go too hard at it and then your muscles seize up. So you're literally gently easing out that muscle fascia. So if you find a sore spot, hold it and allow any of the pain to release. Okay. And that's how you do your IT band. So again, you're just rolling hamstrings. Okay, and on this side, this. Okay. Now, to do your quads, obviously you need to roll onto your front. Okay, and then you literally rolling up and down here. Okay, or you can do them one at a time. Okay, now the trickiest one is doing your inner thigh, and for me this is quite a tender spot, just because my inner thighs get quite tight with my hip dysplasia, so using the foam roller to iron out the inner thighs is quite tricky. But basically you're going to have your foam roller like this, and then just bring one leg over, come down onto your elbows, and there we go. Okay. And again, then you just hold it at sore point. I find just about there is where it gets pretty sore. And then rolling up towards the groin area as well. Okay. So that's the adductors, or the inner thigh muscles. And then finally, now this is one that if you foam roll your lower back, probably suggest to do it more in the evening. So legs fine during the morning, but when your body is needs to just get warmed up, it's better to do your lower back later on or after a workout. So you can then go on to your foam roller, and this one is really nice to do before you go to bed, because particularly if your back is rounded and shortened, this is a really good one to ease out any tension before you go to bed. So you're easing out any tension in your back, and then if you move right the way up to the back of your neck, and this is where you can get a really, if you just move your head side to side, you can get a really good massage right the way in the back of the neck. And I always find little sore points about here. So again, you can just hold that, and that's a really lovely massage for your upper neck muscles. And it can actually help relieve any tension going into the head. So if you get headaches, tension headaches, this is a lovely one for easing out that tension. And you can go back onto the back, going right the way down into your shoulder blades. And if you just let your chest open here, rolling over, you really open up the chest muscles, because these can become quite tight if you've been slumped over a computer. And that is really a good massage for the spine. Okay, so that's my little technique and advice for using a foam roller. As I say, it is important that you listen to your body. Don't go at it too hard. Use a softer roller rather than the knobbly ones to start off with, and that way you won't go at it too hard and create too much soreness in the muscles. There will be some toxins releasing from the muscles as well, so make sure you drink lots of water to help flush that out, and then hopefully you'll find that things will move a lot more smoothly. Hope you enjoyed that tip today. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and please subscribe to my channel down below. Thank you.